themselves.
Stop approaching women when they're alone.
No, men are weird. Stop talking to women you don't know.
Do not approach a woman who did not inspire that. No.
I hate when men approach women.
So should a guy ever approach a girl in public?
I don't think so, no.
Is it too direct for like a stranger to come off the street or in a restaurant to say, oh, I think you're really interesting and get your number there? Is that?
Of course, because I had this type of situations. It's weird.
The contemporary social landscape has witnessed tectonic shifts in gender dynamics, particularly regarding male-female interaction. From an era where men were traditionally expected to make the first move, today in 2023, many men are more hesitant than ever. Why? The reasons are multifold and, in many ways, influenced by the digital age's societal currents. Let's try to understand it.
Inappropriate. You got a game, watching your son play. Is that inappropriate?
If you're not interested, it's always inappropriate. So the thing is, no, it's true. If you're into somebody, it'll be the greatest thing you've ever heard. If it's a guy you have no interest in, you will be like, get away from me right now. My son's on the...
Number 1 is digital feminism and its double edges. Social media has emerged as a dominant platform for advocacy, particularly for movements like feminism. While its essence remains about equality and justice for all genders, its interpretation and representation, especially online, often gets skewed. An increasing number of posts or trends echo sentiments like not needing men or associating strength with distancing oneself from the opposite gender. Although empowerment and independence are commendable goals, they shouldn't come at the cost of creating barriers between genders. As a result, many men feel distanced, thinking that their roles or presence might no longer be appreciated or even required.
We do need men, though. We do.
We don't need them.
We do.
No, because they're lesbians.
Who do you call to get your car fixed? A man or a woman? Your toilet breaks down. Who do you call?
So I fix my own car. I can do. I'm motor mechanics.
Your power supply. Who runs it? Who runs the infrastructure of society? Men or women?
Oh, at the moment, men. Obviously, because of patriarchy. Because of patriarchy.
Oh no.
But misunderstandings magnified is the next thing. A simple act of kindness or an attempt to initiate a conversation can sometimes be misrepresented. In earlier times, a misunderstood gesture might have resulted in awkwardness or a brief confrontation. Now, with the amplification powers of social media, a misunderstood approach can escalate to public shaming or even legal consequences. The Me Too movement, while essential in shedding light on genuine cases of harassment and assault, has also been used maliciously in some instances. Some misuse casts a shadow on men's intentions, making them wary of potential repercussions.
90% of women apparently have experienced this, like, men are to blame, like men are the problem. But
Experience what exactly?
I would honestly say like rape and sexual assault. Like,
You think 90% of women have been raped?
the statistics are very high. Not 90, but one in 3 to 4 women have experienced sexual assault. And like, every woman that I've talked to personally, at least friends, they had their own story. Like, there's not one single woman I knew that was like, nothing bad has ever happened to me. It's really rare to find those women.
Do you guys agree with those stats?
One of the most important aspects is the perception of strength and vulnerability. Historically, accepting help or support from a man was viewed neutrally or even positively. However, today's distorted lens sometimes sees it as a sign of weakness, particularly among women who believe that partnering with a man or seeking his assistance can diminish their perceived strength. While independence and self-reliance are virtues, they shouldn't deter collaborative efforts or the natural human instinct to seek companionship and support. Next is nurturing individualism over partnership. Modern society places a strong emphasis on individual growth and self-sufficiency. As beneficial as that is, it sometimes comes at the cost of undermining the values of partnerships. The phrase, "I don't need a man," is not an emblem of strength, but a potential barrier to understanding and collaboration. It's essential to remember that self-worth isn't derived from isolation, but often from the harmonious blend of individuality and partnership. Looking forward, a plea for balance. In highlighting these challenges, the aim isn't to negate the incredible strides made in women's empowerment. However, it's a plea for balance. Feminism, in its true essence, advocates for equality, not dominance or alienation. Men and women have coexisted in symbiotic relationships for millennia, each bringing unique strengths and perspectives to the table. As society evolves, it's crucial to ensure that the discourse around gender dynamics promotes understanding and collaboration rather than division and mistrust.
All right, y'all. Here's a question. Why men don't approach women anymore? Glad you asked. Let's get into it, family. Happy Saturday, everybody. Number 1, the fear of rejection. Women today, as we know, have some unrealistic standards. Some women. Unless he has a six-pack, 6 figure, and is 6 feet, you can't talk to him. Number 2, it's not just about the fear of rejection. For some men, it's the fear of being labeled a creep or a predator because the man that's approaching you isn't your type. So because he's interested in you, he a creep? Come on now. Number 3, online dating, which has made it so men don't have to get rejected in person. Number 4, social media. Now you can just run up in somebody's DM. You don't have to have communication skills. I think all this technology and everything has made our communication skills terrible, y'all. Terrible. And last, we've seen how women will reject men in unnecessarily rude ways. It's okay to not be interested, to try to embarrass them. Y'all, we gotta stop.
To ensure a balanced society where both genders can coexist harmoniously, we must institute policies and societal shifts that safeguard and acknowledge men's feelings and rights. Legal safeguards. Men, just like women, deserve legal protections. It's essential that our legal framework emphasizes due diligence and thorough investigation in cases of accusations. While false allegations are the exception rather than the norm, their consequences can be life-altering. Legal protocols must ensure that justice is blind, devoid of biases, and guards against misuse, providing adequate protection for those wrongfully accused. Emotional awareness. The cultural trope that men don't cry or men must be strong is not just outdated, but it's harmful. Society should encourage environments, both at home and in schools, where boys and men feel safe to express vulnerability without the fear of ridicule. This can be championed through awareness campaigns, mental health initiatives, and more empathetic portrayals in media.
Are those robot women ready yet? Women, stop approaching us, weirdo. Same women, why aren't they approaching us anymore? It's okay, ladies, we will stop approaching you and approach foreign women instead. Guys, go where you are wanted. Don't stay where you aren't. I was on a smoke break at work recently and some drunk girl stumbled up and asked me to call her a cab. I just turned my back without saying a word. The logic works both ways. Then they hit the wall. When no man approached them, they will cry on social media claiming, "Where is the good man?" No, I say stop approaching them. They deserve to be alone with this attitude. Maybe one of the many cats they'll inevitably own will approach them.
Equal footing in relationships. The paradigm that men always need to be protector or provider should evolve. Relationships should be a dance of equals, where responsibilities, emotions, and vulnerabilities are shared. Counseling and relationship workshops can emphasize the importance of mutual respect and understanding, helping couples navigate the nuances of modern partnerships. In essence, the path forward is one of mutual respect, understanding, and collaboration. When society embraces these values, men and women can interact without fear, forging meaningful connections and nurturing a balanced, harmonious world. If this resonates with you, if you believe in a future of equity and unity, then don't hesitate to become part of the conversation. Hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and of course, subscribe to stay updated on more enlightening discussions like this one.